is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Massari Arena. It is senior night for the Thunderwolves. They take on Western State Colorado University here at Massari Arena. This should be a special evening indeed. Plus, we got a little something extra on the line tonight, the men's game a little bit later on. But first things first, the women already crowned the regular season RMAC champions. They are 19-2 in conference play, looking to go 20-2 for the second consecutive season. They've already sewed up the number one seed in the shootout, which begins on Tuesday here at Massari Arena. They'll take on South Dakota Mines in the shootout Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. So might mark that down for you right now for the Thunderwolves opener. And if they win that game, then they'll host the shootout next weekend, next Friday and Saturday. Opponents to be determined. And of course, you got to win on Friday night to play on Saturday night. We all know that going in. We teased you a little bit with the men later on. It's basically a playoff game tonight with Western State. The winner is the number 8 seed in the shootout. The loser season is done. So if the Thunderwolves can pull out a victory tonight, it's been an uphill climb all season long, and see if they can pull out the victory here tonight. And if they do, they will be the number 8 seed in the conference, and they will travel to Durango on Tuesday night to take on Fort Lewis. So a lot of things to talk about here in the Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House pregame show. Last night I thought the Thunderwolves women played a very good, smart ball game against Colorado Mesa. Mesa is going to be a tough out for somebody in the shootout on Tuesday. I mean, they can shoot the ball, and the Thunderwolves just got out and got after them on defense, shut them down, got in their face, and set the tone early on in that game. But you've got to know, Mesa, they are dangerous, and Thunderwolves, I think, are happy that they are going to be the number 7 seed. They won't have to worry about facing them in the first round, because that'd be a tough matchup. South Dakota Mines is no easy game, no slouch, but I think you'd rather face South Dakota Mines than Mesa in that first round matchup on Tuesday night. Thunderwolves also have some records right on the doorstep going into tonight. Tule Sue Anderson, once she starts the game, will become the all-time leader in games played at Csu-Pueblo, as it will be her 120th game. She's tied right now with Mary Rayfield, one of the all-time greats, player out of Alaska. And Tule Sue will become the all-time games played leader tonight once the game starts. Also, Molly Rohr sits at 196 block shots for her career. The all-time leader is Katie Neff with 197. So once Molly gets that first block tonight, she'll tire, and hopefully she'll get that second one and celebrate that and move on past Katie Neff into the all-time leaders there. Molly Rohr also just climbing the ladder in a lot of numbers. She's up to 5th now in the all-time leading scorer. As far as all-time leading scorers, Tule Sue Anderson is 3rd on the list. She's 34 points behind Rachel Espinoza. So if she had an out-of-this-world night tonight, I guess that's possible. If she had a career high, might take off the great Rachel Espinoza and move in there. So lots of things to look forward here tonight. Little side notes as well as the game itself here against Western State. Thunderwolves earlier this year took on Western State in Gunnison, won that ball game by 12. It's a game that Katie Cunningham missed with a kind of a back issue in that game, and the Thunderwolves, as a precautionary measure, held Katie out of the ball game. Thunderwolves still won it by 12. It was a pretty good ball game, though, throughout. Western State has some good quality wins this year, and they defeated Mesa on their home court just a couple weeks back, so they are capable of putting together a good ball game. So it'll be no easy test here tonight for the Thunderwolves. They do have the attention of the pack, and we'll see how that goes. Come back with more of our Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House pregame show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to the Massari Arena, Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House pregame show. Normally this time we have an interview with Curtis Lloyd, but he forgot to come on by. Talk with us before the ball. A lot on his mind, I'm sure, here tonight with senior night. I think it just escaped him. And frankly, I didn't see him till about 5 minutes ago when they came out of the locker room. So things happen. It's not the first time it's happened this year, so we're not going to hold it too much against him. But Thunderwolves women coming into this game tonight, we mentioned the standings. they've already secured the number 1 seed. And if you look at the standings here right now, try to figure out what's going to take place on Tuesday night. Thunderbolts, we know, are the number 1 seed. Right now, Metro State is at 16-5. They are currently the number 2 seed. And Metro tonight is in action at home against Mines. Mines is at 15-6. Black Hills State is at 15-6. It's conceivable you could have a 3-way tie for second place at the end of this night. And I haven't gone through and done all the PowerPoints on the women's side of the house. We'll let the RMAC decide that. So if the safe thing tonight would be to have Metro win and Black Hills State win, and then everything should fall into order. But after that, those are the top 4 teams. Then you have Fort Lewis and Regis both sitting at 14-7. So they are right now sitting there at 5th and 6th. I haven't done the PowerPoints on that. I don't know how that's going to shake up on the head-to-head, because frankly, I've got enough to worry about just keeping track of the Thunderwolves and everything they've got going on. The one thing we do know for sure, Mesa will be the 7th seed. South Dakota Mines will be the 8th seed. They only played once this year. If they ended up tied in the standings, Mesa defeated South Dakota Mines earlier this year on the head-to-head. So they'll be the number 7 seed no matter what. And South Dakota Mines will be the 8th seed, and they'll be here to take on the Thunderwolves. So only 3 seeds have been sewn up so far on the women's side of the house. So it could be a jumbled up mess at the end of the night. It might not be. We'll see. We'll know in a couple hours, and we'll have that as we pass along the scores later on this evening. On the men's side of the house, Fort Lewis and Westminster tonight are battling for the RMAC championship. Now, of course, a side note there, Westminster not eligible for postseason play. This is their 3rd year of their probationary status as a Division II program. So they're not eligible for postseason play, but they would love to go down to Durango tonight and defeat Fort Lewis and be the RMAC champions. Fort Lewis at 17-4. Regis sits at 16-5, but Fort Lewis owns the head-to-head over Regis earlier this year, a game that Regis flat gave away, and they got to be kicking themselves over that one, because that gives Fort Lewis the number 1 seed. So they will be the number 1 seed in the shootout on Tuesday, and they'll take on the winner of tonight's game between Western State and Csu-Pueblo, who are both battling. If Csu-Pueblo wins, they will end up tied, a 3-way tie, or at least a 2-way tie with Western State, perhaps a 3-way tie if Highlands defeats Mesa tonight. But the Thunderwolves on the PowerPoint formula in the RMAC manual, the Thunderwolves, if everything goes that way at the end of the night, would have 66 PowerPoints. Western State and New Mexico Highlands would have 65. So the Thunderwolves would win the tiebreaker and be the number 8 seed. If Western State wins, it's all a moot point. They will be the number 8 seed. But if the Thunderwolves win, they'll be in. The only thing we know for sure right now, Highlands is out. There's no way they can get in. Their PowerPoints are not good enough, and they're 9-12. The best they can finish is at 10-12. And they know they can't surpass either Csu-Pueblo or Western State on the PowerPoint formula. So if Western State wins, they beat them on record anyway. So that kind of gives you an idea what's going on tonight. The rest of the men's standings, Regis, as we mentioned, they are going to be the number 2 seed no matter what, because even if they lost tonight, they would end up 16-6. So they're locked in as the 2 seed. So Fort Lewis is the 1 seed, Regis is the number 2 seed. After that, you have Mines and Metro State. They both play tonight. They're both 14-7. The winner of that one will be the number 3 seed in the RMAC shootout on Tuesday night. The loser drops into a tie with Adams State, who has already finished the season at 14-8. I haven't gone through and looked at the tiebreakers there to see who would be the number 4 or number 5 seed there on the men's side of the house. The 6th seed will be Black Hills State. The 7th seed is going to be UCCS. So that kind of gives you an idea of what is taking place as far as the shootout goes on the men's side. So expect a very entertaining ball game a little bit later on here tonight for the men against Western State. Both teams love to shoot the 3. They're 1-2 in the RMAC in 3-pointers made. They're both very exciting offensively, both averaging around 80 points a ball game. We expect kind of a shootout here tonight, but a lot of times we look forward to a shootout and it ends up being a defensive slugfest, but we'll see. And if you remember earlier this year, it was the coming out party for Jason Anderson for the Thunderwolves when they took on Western State earlier this year. That was a game in which Anderson had 36 points against Western State. So we'll see what Western State has in store for one Jason Anderson. A little different look defensively. Ralph Turner could not believe they never did double team him in that game earlier this year, but he was kind of an unknown quantity. But he's known now, so we'll see what adjustments Western State's men makes a little bit later on here tonight. Be a little bit of a delayed start here tonight at Massari Arena with it being senior night. We're not going to get started on time. There's still about 6 minutes on the clock. They still have to go through all the ceremonies here honoring the seniors. So we'll kind of pick that up as we go along. Here were the finals last night on the women's side of the house. Black Hills State defeated Chadron State 66-54. Metro over Carter Christian 79-52. Mines defeated UCCS 79-59. Of course, Csu-Pueblo here defeated Mesa 66-53. Regis defeated South Dakota Mines 62-49. Games being played tonight. We mentioned that Mines and Metro, both on the women's and men's side, a lot at stake tonight at the Auraria Event Center. We'll keep an eye on that one as the night goes along. Mesa will be at Highlands. Carter Christian is at UCCS. South Dakota Mines at Chadron State. Black Hills State is at Regis. Of course, the game here, Western State against Csu-Pueblo and Westminster against Fort Lewis. The finals from men's play last night. Black Hills State defeated Chadron 89-60. Metro over Carter Christian 82-63. UCCS, and a huge win for them, sewing up the number 7 seed, defeated Mines 81-70. They had control of that game pretty much from the outset. Never let Mines get untracked in that game. Regis over South Dakota Mines 77-69. And of course right here, the Thunderbolts defeated Mesa 82-69. And the same teams, no use going over who's matched up a little bit later on here tonight. We'll come back after this timeout. More of our Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House pregame show. It's an extended version here tonight. Thunderbolts basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. So we await the ceremonies to begin here. We can already report we do have our first final of the night from RMAC women's play. Black Hills State goes into Denver and defeats Regis 69-53. So Black Hills State finishes the year now 16-6 in conference play, and as we mentioned, there could be a three-way tie for second at the end of the night. If Mines knocks off Metro tonight, you would have three teams at 16-6. So the first thing that had to happen for that nightmare scenario has taken place. Regis now falls to 14-8. They will be the number. Well, I'm not sure if they're going to be the 6. They could be the 5 seed because they do own a head-to-head victory this year over Fort Lewis. I can't remember if they played twice or not, so we'll see. If Fort Lewis defeats Westminster tonight, Fort Lewis would have the upper hand on them. So we'll go over all that later on this evening when warranted. Try to figure out all the matchups for you coming up on Tuesday night. Scheduled start time here for all women's games is 5:30. We're already past that time, and we still haven't had our senior day ceremony, so we're just going to see how that's going to take place here. We'll kind of join it. We have our welcome our RMAC Television Network viewers here tonight on the Stretch Internet feed. So we'll join a little bit of that. Thunderwolves now making their way over to the bench to our left. Maybe they're going to have the ceremony at halftime for all I know. I didn't get any kind of script, so we'll see what's going to happen. I'm the last one to know, it looks like. We're going to take a time out here. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups, opening tip-off, maybe some ceremonies. It's all coming your way next. Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House pregame show on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. Let's join Dave Miller for tonight's starting lineups.
For Jesse Erickson, a 5'4" junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 10, Tamara Gothard. A 5'9" junior from Lone Tree, Colorado, number 20, Chandler Sturms. A 5'9" freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 21, Samantha Coleman. And a 6'2" freshman from Magnolia, Texas, number 32, Katie Dalton. Head coach of the Mountaineers, Laura Westling. And now, the starting lineup for your Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves. A 5'9" senior from Vancouver, Washington, number 32, Tule Sue Anderson. A 5'8" senior from Moreno Valley, California, number 14, Taylor Long. A 5'9" senior from Baldwin, Kansas, number 22, Katie Jones. A 5'7" senior from Lamar, Colorado, number 1, Chelsea Valejos. And a 6' senior from Aurora, Colorado, number 5, Katie Cunningham. Student assistant Brooke Cunningham, assistant coach Sarah Miles, and head coach of the Thunderwolves, Curtis Lloyd.
And we thank Dave Miller for bringing the starting lineups each and every home game here at Massari Arena. So it'll be an all-senior starting lineup tonight for the Thunderwolves, as you heard announced there. Rohr and Hine will come off the bench a little bit later. But Vallejos and Katie Jones, the seniors, honored with a start in their final home game here at Massari Arena. Final regular season home game, should add. Thunderwolves in their home white with blue numerals, red trim. Western State in their road black, red numerals, white trim. We sit courtside here at Massari Arena on Dave Socher Press Row. Slight delay here. We're waiting for the Thunderwolves to take court. We'll have our ceremony with the honorary ball boy. So some memos didn't get crossed off here tonight. We got some weird shenanigans here happening. We're 10 minutes late getting the game started. We still haven't had our senior night ceremony. Evidently that got moved to halftime, I guess. We'll find out. Our honorary ball boy going to take the court here momentarily after he is introduced. Of course, welcome all of our listeners, of course, on AM1350, whether you're listening in your car, on the radio, or on your device at home, on your iHeart Radio app, wherever you are across the country, across the world for that matter. Also welcome our television viewers tonight on the RMAC Television Network. Whether you're watching on your computer or watching on your smart TV, your Roku, I love that. Got your own app. We have a technical foul on the Thunderwolves here. An administrative technical. This is the second time this has happened this year to the Thunderwolves. Remember, it happened in Metro State, where they gave up 2 points early on in the game. So at the free throw line for Western State, it's Samantha Coleman. And she hits 1 out of 2. So it's 1-0. So now it'll be Katie Cunningham jumping center for the first time this year. She'll go up against Katie Dalton, the freshman out of Magnolia, Texas, and Katie controls the tap. Gets it in the backcourt to Long. Thunderwolves moving left to right as we look at it here courtside. Long makes a move into the paint, right down the lane, scoops it up and in. Of course, Taylor Long with a history at Western State. Her first 2 years of her career played at Western State. She's gone over the 1,000-point mark. When you combine her point totals with the two schools, here's a feed underneath to Dalton. Wheels on the baseline, comes outside to Coleman. Three-pointer on the way, off the back iron, long rebound. Tule Sue chases it down. She's in the forecourt, has the ball stripped away and stolen by the Mountaineers. And they hand the ball off. Adkins Gothard. Gothard to the free throw line. Pulls up. Nice dish underneath, and the layup good by Katie Dalton. Makes it 3-2. Vallejos brings it across the timeline. Onto the right side to Long. Long will go to Jones. Out top. Goes left side to Cunningham. Holds it there. Thunder a little stagnant here. Not much movement. Left side to Vallejos. 13 on the shot clock. They're going to try to post up Cunningham. Can't find her. Outside to Anderson. Tule-Su going to go one-on-one. To the free throw line. Pulls up. Free throw line jumper off the back iron. Won't go. And the rebound to the Mountaineers. Back they come across the timeline in a hurry. Losing the ball. It's loose on the deck. Stolen by Long. Long across the timeline. Goes left side to Tule-Su. Quick fire three. It's good. Anderson from downtown makes it 5-3. Thunderwolves on top. Ball into the corner. Thought about the three-pointer. Not taking it as Coleman feeds it inside, and the ball knocked away off the rebound to Jones. Jones fires it ahead to Long. Long on the left wing. Now starts to drive to the baseline, cut off. Now it goes in a little bit deeper into the corner. Wide open, jumper on the way. It's good by Cunningham. Well, a couple of quick three-pointers for the Thunderwolves. Has them on top 8-3. Back the other way comes Gothard, junior out of Aurora, Colorado. She drives it into the paint. Ball kicked away by Cunningham. Here come the substitutions for the Thunderwolves. As Hine and Rohr in, and Jones and Vallejos come out. Fans give the two seniors a nice ovation. Lee Gothard triggered in on the baseline. Lobs it in. And way outside with it. Lawler into the corner. Work the ball around the perimeter. Jimenez with it. Into the corner. Start a drive to the free throw line, down the lane, running left-hander up and in. Oh, it's spit out of there somehow. How did that come out? Weird English on that one. And Jimenez has to be wondering, what do I got to do to get one to drop? I'd given it to her. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. Up top to Hine. Hine left side to Anderson. Anderson lobs it to Cunningham. Up top to Long. She's open. Three ball on the way. Swish. Taylor Long from downtown. Quick timeout taken by the Mountaineers. 7:21 to go here in the first quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 11-3. Thunderwolves basketball this year brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back. Massari Arena. Thunderwolves and the Mountaineers packed with three early three-pointers in this game. Cunningham, Long, and Anderson dialing it up from long range. Have the Thunderwolves on top, 11-3. Here's a drive by Gothard into the paint. Running right-hander, no good. Cunningham with the rebound. She's whacked at. Takes it away. Brings it across the timeline. Dribbles right in front of the Western bench. Comes up top to Rohr. Three-pointer on the way. Off the iron, no good. Ball batted inside to Gothard. Gothard now brings it across the timeline. Nice dish across the lane to Dalton. She traveled with the ball. So it'll be packed basketball. Inbounded to Cunningham. 6:50 to go here, first quarter. 11-3. Thunderwolves on top. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Up top to Hine on fake the pass to Anderson. Now gets it to Tule-Su. Works around a screen from Hine to the free throw line. Down the lane. Running right hand flip up off the iron. No good. And the rebound to the Mountaineers. Back the other way. This is Sturms with it. Goes in on Hine. Hine fouled her. So that'll send Sturms to the free throw line. Chandler didn't play the first matchup this year against the Thunderwolves. Junior out of Lone Tree, Colorado. She's a 68% free throw shooter on the year. Western as a team shoots 71%. Free throw is up and good. Makes it 11-4. One more for Sturms. It's up off the back iron, but they get the rebound. Dalton has them. They start over again. On the right side. Ball around in front of her. Jimenez comes over left side down to Gothard. Into the corner. Now they feed it down low to Dalton. Wheels under the hoop. Comes outside with it. They work the ball around the perimeter. Jimenez comes down the lane. Feeds it to the baseline. A little jumper off the back iron. No good. Roar with the rebound. Has all batted away, but it goes right to Long. Long now fires it ahead to Cunningham in the far corner. Looking down low. Now she'll fake a drive to the baseline. Backs out of there. Trying to get it to Roar. Roar being manhandled outside to Hine. Hine moves into the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Up for the shot. Drew the foul. And the foul is on Dalton. And that'll send Hine to the free throw line. 74% on the year. Free throw up and doesn't get the roll.
Into the counter lineup, number 55, Jason Kensler.
We'll have one more.
Returning number 4.
Jesse Erickson into the game now for Western State. One more for the junior out of Loomis, California. Spins it in there. Hines on the board. 12-4. Pack on top by 8. Here's Gothard with it. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Mountaineers. Dribbles the left wing. Now takes it all the way down the lane. Ball knocked away out of bounds. That should be Thunderbolt's ball, and it is indeed their ball, as it was last touched by Jaden Kanzler. Jaden Kanzler. She's tall, 6'3". Should cause some problems, I suppose, for Molly Roar. Molly also at 6'3", but a little bit more size in there for Kanzler. Here's Long, drives to the free throw line, pulls up, jumper on the way, left it short, follows her own shot, chases it down in the corner. Comes outside to Cunningham. She knew she'd missed it, and she chased it down. Csu now at the top of the key. They run their weave out along the top, and the ball knocked away and stolen by the Mountaineers. They feed it up ahead. This is Lawler in the corner. Goes way out top with it to Erickson onto the right side. Now they try to get it down low to Kanzler. She has it. Come outside to Gothard to work the ball around the perimeter. Out top to Lawler to the free throw line. Into the paint. Fakes. Wheels. Goes up and lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched evidently by Hine there. I think she poked it away. Shot clock at 10 for the Mountaineers. Gothard to trigger it in. Lobs it into the paint. Ball knocked away and stolen by Cunningham, and she's ahead of the field. In from the right, down the lane, layup good. Cunningham with 5, and it's 14-4. Early big lead of the game for the Thunderwolves. Here's Gothard across the timeline. Dribbles into the corner. Skips it up top to Erickson down low. Nice dish, and the layup is good by Kanzler. 14-6. Thunderwolves by 8. Cunningham will bring the ball across the timeline. Gives it to Roar. Roar left side to Csu. Anderson lob it inside to Roar. Backs her way into the baseline. Goes up with the left hand and flips it in. Nice shot by Molly Roar. Little soft left-handed hook that time. Makes it 16-6. Here's Gothard. Hands the ball up top to Erickson. Erickson to the free throw line. Into the paint. Now comes outside with it. Jimenez. Down the lane she goes. Into the corner to Gothard. Gothard now outside to Lawler. Lawler at the free throw line. Spins. Goes outside to Gothard. Shot clock at 10. Looking for a high screen here. Down the lane. Trying to get around Roar. And the layup no good. Hine had the rebound. Lost it. But saves it to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Takes it to the baseline. And that's going to be a blocking foul. And that was a heavy price to pay by Jesse Erickson for the block. She was definitely moving, and Cunningham splattered her. That's one collision you're not going to win. Goodness. Anderson and Hine out. Knaufel into the ball game along with Kai Adams for the first time tonight. Knaufel on the inbounds pass, gets it to Adams. Kaya in the corner. Gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham to Knaufel. Knaufel drives to the baseline. Now wheels. Hands it off to Adams. Adams chases it down in the corner after losing it momentarily. Goes down low, posting up. Nice pass across, but at the last minute, Jimenez got over and deflected as Roar was set up shot for a 3 in the far corner. Thunderbolts ball with 12 on the shot clock. Knaufel to trigger it in. Gets it into Roar. That should be double dribble. They don't call it. Roar goes up with the right-hand hook and flips it in. 18-6. Maybe they said it was incidental that the ball was dribbled one time before she picked it up and dribbled it again. Here's a feed into the corner. Long three hits the side of the backboard. And the rebound to Knaufel for the Thunderwolves. Knaufel brings it across the timeline. Stops at the right key. Now up top. Roar for three. From the top off the back iron. No good. And Cunningham going for the rebound on a foul on Western State. Foul is on Sturms. Tough to handle Katie Cunningham down there on the block. When she wants a rebound, she usually gets it.
Into the Thunder line, number 5, Sarah Jackson-Brown.
Knaufel to trigger it in, lobs it into Adams. Adams on the baseline, backs out of there. In trouble. Gets rid of it, and it's stolen by Western State.
Come on, Kaya, be strong with it.
Across the timeline comes Jimenez. Nice dish across the paint. Layup missed. And the rebound to Cunningham. The miss by Dalton. Feed ahead to Long. Long across the timeline. Onto the right wing. Stops there. Keeps the dribble alive. Works around a screen to the free throw line. Cut off. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham lost it momentarily. Regains it. Backs her way in. Trying to find Roar. Has her. Goes up with the right hand. Hook and flips it in. Roar was 6, and it's 20-6. Thunderwolves trying to take all doubt away early on in this game. There's a drive on the right side. Cut off. They come outside with it to Erickson. Now to Brown. Jackson Brown is into the game. That's Kara Jackson Brown. Into the corner. Three-pointer up. It's an air ball. Rebound the other side. Roar has it. She's whacked at. Holds it high and gets rid of it to Long. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline. Trying to get Kai Adams to post up. Hasn't learned that technique yet. Long hands it off to Knaufel. Knaufel to the right side. Now up top to Roar. She's open. 18-footer on the way. Out the back iron. No good. That's going to be a foul on Adams, I think. Clearing out. They may go to the videotape after this one. It might be a flagrant. It is on Kaya Adams. It's an elbow. And they want to go to the video to look to see if it's a flagrant elbow, because she definitely cleared them out there. And they're going to go to the video replay here. So while they discuss it, we'll see if they are going to go to the video replay. If they do, we'll take a timeout here. But first, we want to make sure. Officials out on the court talking it over. Wouldn't surprise me in the least if they do call the flagrant foul here on Kaya Adams. And they are going to go to the video replay. So we'll take a timeout here. Thunderwolves lead at 20-6. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Carver Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. The officials continue to look at the video replay down the way, and we'll see what the verdict is here. Hopefully, for Kaya's sake, it was an elbow to the chest and not up to the head area. Throw an elbow like that up to the head, you could get ejected. See, they're rewinding it again down there. Now the officials will go through the motions. They got to have their little conference here. Haven't been handed a stat sheet here, and it's not on the site yet who the referees are. We have an all-female crew here tonight. 2, I don't remember being here, Massari. They could have been at one time. 1 has been, but I can't remember her name, so we'll see here once we get our first update of the night. 20-6 is our score. 1:32 to go here in the first quarter. And as I refresh my screen, I do see the officials there. Denise Lopez, Aaron Donovan, and Alicia Godet. Trying to pump up our mic that's courtside, but music playing. Can't hear what the officials are saying anyway here, so we'll just wait for them to explain it to the Dave Miller, the PA guy, and maybe he'll announce it exactly what they've determined. Curtis Lloyd walked by and said, "You elbowed her." Kai Adams upset Curtis Light, tell him, don't be mad, you did it, they've caught you. Just accept it and move on. So it is 2 free throws here for Western State, and they'll get the ball as well. It'll be Samantha Coleman to the line to shoot the flagrant technical. And Western State will get the ball. Free throws up and good. One more for Coleman. And in and out. So just like she did to start the game, she hit 1 out of 2. Hits 1 out of 2 here. So it's 20-7. They haven't updated the scoreboard yet. Inbounds pass. Comes to, now they update the scoreboard. 20-7, Pack on top. Feet underneath to Dalton. She's double teamed quickly by Csu-Pueblo. Now they skip it cross court and throw it almost to where Tundra was positioned. Watch out, Tundra. Tundra said, I was just about ready to take a nap.
Please, I've got a iPhone down there that was found in the women's restroom.
So it'll be Anderson to bring it across the timeline for the Pack. Left side to Knaufel.
Reverse.
20-7, Pack on top.
Good.
Knaufel, little crossover move, lost the dribble, now regains it. Top of the key. Goes right side to Vallejos.
Yes.
Vallejos into the corner. Adams is open. Jumper on the way. It's off the iron, no good. And Rohr had the rebound, lost it. And the rebound to Coleman. Coleman fires it ahead to get it. Nice dish down the lane. Layup good by Dalton. Don't kill the drama by calling the walk, Joe. Just let it go. Here's Vallejos left side to Anderson. Works around a screen. Little jab step. Won't take the 3. Goes outside to Knaufel. She will take the 3. Missed it. And Rohr gets the rebound on the baseline. Goes outside to Adams. Now to Knaufel. Knaufel has the ball stolen away. Pick in her pocket was Gothard. Imp the right. Csu-Pueblo to beat. Layup good. 20-11. 5 in a row here by the Mountaineers to try to crawl back in the game here. 10 seconds. Make it 8 seconds to go now. Csu-Pueblo will go one-on-one. Looks for a screen. Drives into the paint. Running right-hander. Up and good at the buzzer. Anderson with 5 to close out the quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 22-11. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Carver Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 22-11 our score at the end of 1. Thunderwolves on top. Western State gets the ball first to start the second quarter. Thunderwolves shooting 53% in that first quarter. Mountaineers 31%. Thunderwolves 3 of 7 from downtown. There's a steal by Hine. In from the left, takes it all the way over, draws the foul and hits the basket support with the back of her head and now reaches down at her right knee. I think she's going to be all right. That was a terrible fall there. Good, hard foul, though, by Gothard. As Hine decided to take it right at her. Not going to back down. So Hine to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 1 of 2 in the game. That's foul number 1 on Gothard. Free throw up and good by Lauren Hine. Parents in attendance here tonight. Got to speak with them a little bit last night. Both free throws good. 24-11. Here's a steal by Csu-Pueblo. She has one player to beat. Down the lane, in from the right. Layup, no. And the rebound to Brown. Brown in trouble in the backcourt. Gets rid of it to Gothard. Gothard across the timeline. Being hounded by Knaufel. Now they angle her out to the right side. Now she'll dribble it outside like she's dribbling. Trying to get away from the pack of Wolves chasing her. There's Erickson on to the right side to Coleman. Coleman drives into the paint. Cut off there. Comes outside to Brown. Brown in from the right. Plows into Hine. Offensive foul. Lauren Hine is going to be a candidate for the ice tub after the game. Taking a beating here so far. And Molly Rohr gives her a whack across the shoulder. Says, "You're all right. Toughen up." Inbounds pass to Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline to Rohr. Rohr on the right side to Anderson. Works around a screen to the top of the key. Right side to Rohr. Will she try another three? Why not? Got it! Molly from downtown. 27-11. And they throw it away in the backcourt, and that brings Laura Westling flying off the bench down the way for Western State. Irate at her ball club. As my mom used to say, she's so mad she could just spit. Here's Anderson. Gets it in to Cunningham. Cunningham will bring it across the timeline. Hands it off to Hine. Right. So now Hine returns the favor by throwing away. Let's see if Curtis comes flying off the bench. No, Curtis is a little more reserved.
Get into her body, Taylor. Let's go.
Taylor says it was my fault. Didn't give Hine a good target there for the pass. Outside with it, Coleman. Drives around Cunningham. Now into the corner. To Sturms. Sturms just dribbling it to nowhere in particular. Hands the ball off outside to Lawler. A lot of dribbling outside here by Western State, not leading to much. They hand the ball off now to Gothard. Gothard moves in, pulls up, comes outside. Lawler, jumper with 2 on the shot clock, missed it. Cunningham bats the ball to herself. It's still loose on the deck, falls on it, and then is whacked at. 3-man scramble there as they all over Cunningham, and she draws the foul. That looked like a fumble at the Thunder Bowl. They call the foul on Coleman. Look out. It's fierce out there.
Max out now. We can get the Max out.
Inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham drives on the right, and she loses the ball. Back the other way comes Gothard. Gothard on the right side. High post to Dalton. Dalton has the ball stripped away and stolen. Long comes out of there. I think he gave the steal to Hine. Long going to take it all the way to the hoop. Running left-hander, no, but she drew the foul.
22.
Taylor Long, she likes playing against her old team. She had 16 earlier this year in the game in Gunnison. On her way to that tonight here is she has 5. This would be 6 and 7 if she can hit these free throws. 89% on the year, but she missed that one off the back iron, a rare miss. Thunderbolts of the team, 78%. They lead the RMAC in free throw shooting. They have missed a couple in this game today. Second toss up and good for Taylor Long. So 1 out of 2. She has 6. Extends the biggest lead of the game to 17. It's 28-11. Thunderbolts have all 6 points here in the quarter. Here's a drive into the paint. Running left there, blocked by Molly Rohr. Feed ahead to Anderson. Anderson in from the right, goes up and missed the layup. Rebound loose to Western State. Back come the Mountaineers. That ties Molly Rohr for the all-time lead in block shots. Here's a feed into the corner. 3-pointer up, no, and a foul on Hine as she decked the 3-point shooter Samantha Coleman. So Coleman will come to the line to shoot 3.
33, Lauren Hine, her second.
Free throw up off the back iron, no good. Two more upcoming for Coleman. Second toss, good. So Coleman trying to get on the right side of 500 here. She's 3 for 6 on the night. Make it 4 for 7. It's 28-13. Thunderbolts by 15. Cunningham works around a screen to the top of the key. Hands the ball off to Long. Long down the lane she goes underneath, outside to Hine. Hine drives into the paint, running left-hander, up off the back iron, no good. Rebound loose. Cunningham in a battle with Kansler. The alternating possession belongs to the Thunderwolves. So it'll be Tule Suda triggered in on the baseline. Gets it into Rohr. Aurora wheels, goes up with the right hand, in and out, no good. Heartbreak City there. Cunningham with the rebound, ripped at, gets rid of it. Comes outside to Anderson.
Weave.
Not any players that I know of tougher than Katie Cunningham in this conference. Aurora has the ball stripped and stolen away by Lawler. She brings it across the timeline. 2-on-1 break, in from the left, layup, no good. Rebound batted outside, comes to Kanzler, into the corner to Gothard, now further outside. Three-pointer on the way by Coleman. Swish. Coleman's first field goal tonight. She has 7 in the game to lead it for the Mountaineers, 28-16. 5 in a row here by the Mountaineers to try to crawl back into it. They're within 12. Here's Hine on the left wing. Thought about the three, now fires the three. It's an air ball. Whenever you think, it's never a good thing. Ball back the other way, comes Gothard into the paint. Nice dish, layup good. Kanzler hits, timeout Thunderwolves. So 7 in a row by the Mountaineers. After it looked like they're going to get blown out of the gym, they come back and they're crawling back in the game. 5:59 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead at 28-18. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, Thunderwolves had a 28-11 lead, but Western State, give them credit, they've fought back here. They got it within 10 now. It is 28-18. Cunningham feeds it up top to Hine. Now to Anderson on the right wing. Tulesu drives to the baseline, now reverses. Now moves it to the free throw line. Stops, turns around, and pops. Good. Tulesu Anderson. More and more going to the mid-range game. She has 7. It's 30-18. Here's a drive to the hoop. Layup good. Tough shot there by Gothard. She has 4. 30-20. Cunningham across the timeline. Hands it to Tulesu. And finally, a foul on Western State as Coleman was hand-checking her the whole way. Finally had to call the foul. That's number 2 on Coleman. She'll have to come out of the ball game here with 5:13 to go in the second quarter. Tulesu to the free throw line as Western State's over the limit now. 5 team fouls. Anderson on the year, 80% free throw shooter. Hits the first. Tulesu now the all-time leader in games played at CSU Pueblo. Passing Mary Rayfield tonight. Second toss good. Tulesu also the third all-time leading scorer in Thunderwolves history. Came into the night 34 points behind Rachel Espinoza. Air ball on the left side. Here's a long three by Lawler. It's good. Keely Lawler from downtown makes it 32-23. Western State hanging around here. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. Goes to Tulesu on the left wing. Now they lob it underneath the Hine. She's in, goes up and bank. Oh, she missed the banker. Out. She missed that shot. Back the other way comes Western State. Here's Gothard. Feeds it into the lane, traveling on Kanzler. Kanzler wasn't quite ready for that pass. It was a great idea, but she just wasn't ready for it. As Gothard threaded the needle and got it to her, and she just shuffled the feet ahead to Anderson. Anderson drives in, drives to the baseline, bumped, and that'll be another foul on Western State. They cannot control Tulesu Anderson. And the foul will be on Sturms, her second. So Anderson to the free throw line again, 9 points in the game. Free throw good. Playing her final regular season home game here at Massari Arena tonight, of course. But there are still home games, at least one, hopefully more to come. You hope for 3, and of course, this is the old outside shot at 6. If they somehow win out and Lubbock Christian could lose early in their tournament, their conference tournament, never know. But I would think with their head-to-head victory over the Thunderwolves, there's no really good route to the number 1 seed in the region again this year. Could make it the number 2. Currently, they're at number 3. Feed down to the baseline. Now they come out top with it to Erickson. Erickson hands the ball off to Gothard. Hounded there by Csu. Csu with the reach-in foul from behind. So first foul of the game on Anderson. Only the second team foul on the Thunderwolves. Those fouls drive Curtis Lloyd nuts, but sometimes you take a shot at the reach. Gothard out top to Erickson. Lobs it into the paint. Double team, and Csu this time goes for the steal. Ties it up. Alternating possession will stay with Western State. As Anderson got her hands in there and tied up Katie Dalton. She was being guarded also by Molly Rohr. There wasn't really a good option for Dalton there, other than to hold on for dear life. Inbounds pass, and somehow Dalton comes up. The sky hook up and in. Tough shot by Dalton. I kind of like it. 34-25. Star of the future, maybe a star of the present here. Averaging 10.5 points a game for Western State, the freshman out of Magnolia, Texas. Here's Anderson up top. Rohr open. Steps into a three ball. This time off the back iron. Doesn't get the bounce. And a foul on Katie Cunningham on the rebound. That'll be Katie's first.
Number 5, Katie Cunningham.
Third team foul in the pack. 3:26 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead at 34-25. They led by 17, 28-11. But Western State has come back into the ball game here. Ball on the right side to Brown. Brown to Dalton. Turns, comes left side to Erickson. Erickson skips it right side to Brown. Brown comes left side to Erickson. They work the ball around the perimeter. Now left side to Erickson. Lob it inside to Dalton. Turns, wheels, can't get the shot. Poked away by Long into the hands of Rohr. Long now brings it across the timeline to the top of the key. Stops there. Now we'll hand the ball up to Csu. Thought about the three-pointer. Jab step. Won't take it. Goes left side to Rohr on the baseline. Trying to post-step Cunningham on the block. They get it to Long. Long looking inside. Now goes into the corner to Rohr. 8 on the shot clock. Long drives the baseline. Pulls up. Little runner on the way off the iron. No good. Cunningham chases the rebound down and rips it free. Nice dish to Rohr. And she lays it in. What a pass by Cunningham. 36-25. Katie Cunningham, her third assist of the night, and that one was a beauty. Ball on the right side. Now up top to Gothard. Into the corner to Erickson. Erickson outside. They work the ball around the perimeter. Here's a drive in. Feed to the baseline. Nice fake. Shot up. Well, traveling is the call on Erickson. Quick shuffle of the feet. Laura Westling with her hands out saying, what was that? Defending her player. I'm not sure about the walk call either there. I might just watch it again in the middle of the night on the Stretch Internet feed on the RMAC Television Network on the replay. Here's Jade Adams and again. Oh, nice spin in the paint. Missed it. And tries to chase the rebound and knocks it away. Jade Adams, and just watching her in her brief time, she has great moves on the block. She just hasn't developed a consistent finishing shot. She's well, to put it this way, in a nice way, kind of got the touch of a bricklayer right now. But as soon as she learns a soft little hook, little soft fadeaway, she might be dynamite in the post. On the right side. Here's Jimenez with it. Csu went for the steal, doesn't get it. Into the corner. Long jumper on the way off the back iron, no good. Long rebound chase down by the Mountaineers. Lawler with it. On the left side to Jimenez. Skips it cross court to Erickson. Erickson up top to Gothard. Left side now into the corner. Quick fire three on the way. Air ball rebound to Cunningham. Feed ahead to Anderson. Minute to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it by 11. Long almost fumbled the ball out of bounds. Now drives the baseline. Pulls up, little runner up and good. Taylor Long with 8. 38-25. Thunderwolves by 13. All up top to Erickson. Lob to the high post. Kanzler. Ripped at and fouled by Jade. Nope, they're going to say it's on Long. Reaching foul on Long. Fourth team foul. Rohr in. Jade Adams will come out here for this final 42 seconds of the second quarter. Inbounds pass on the baseline to Erickson. Feeds it into the corner to Jimenez. Now outside. Long three-pointer by Gothard. Way off the mark. Rebound to Rohr. Hand it off to Anderson. About a 5-second differential here. Shot and game clock. Shot clock is. She's got to get it across the timeline. That's a 10-second violation on the Thunderwolves as Tule-Su fell asleep there. Actually getting instructions from Curtis Lloyd. You got to get it across the timeline.
That's my fault. Here we go. 2.
Curtis acknowledges that, hey, it was my fault talking to you. Distracted you. Now Western State a chance to go for the last shot here. Gothard will bring it across the timeline. Comes almost threw it away. Good catch there on the left wing by Lawler. We're down to 15 seconds to go. Up top there. It's a ball ripped out and stolen by Long. Long fires it at Tule-Su down the lane. And lost a nice back pass. The layup good to Katie Jones. What a pass from Tule-Su Anderson. Unbelievable. End of the second quarter. What a way to finish it off as Tule-Su Anderson tees one up for Katie Jones. 40-25, our halftime score. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo.
To lead the pack to victory at home for Colorado Christian.
And welcome back to Massari Arena. Let's join Dave Miller in progress here with the senior ceremony.
She has averaged 9.5 points per game, the most in her Pac career. This season long, received a spot on RMAC's academic honor roll. She has achieved a 3.55 GPA in the classroom. Taylor is learning her degree in exercise science health promotion with an emphasis in teacher prep. Joined by Taylor tonight are her mom, Leanne Long, her dad, Jim Long, and her siblings, Jalen, Ari, Mason, and Jasper from Moreno Valley, California. Number 14, Taylor Long. The next senior's name shows up many times in the Csu-Pueblo record book. When she takes the floor tonight, Tule-Su Anderson will have appeared in 120 games, the most of any student athlete in program history. Tule-Su currently ranks third in school history with 1,448 career points. Her 195 career three-pointers ranked second all-time at Csu-Pueblo. Last season, she set a school record with 81 threes. Tule-Su's 179 career steals ranks ninth in program history. She stands sixth all-time with 78.6 career free throw percentage. Tule-Su has earned first-team All-RMAC allocates in each of the last two seasons. Tule is a six-time RMAC Player of the Week. Last season, Tule-Su was named second-team All-Region. She averaged a career-high 15.8 points per game as a junior, accompanied by Jabari and Joey Anderson, and Isu Coyne, Brandon Hendry, and, of course, Mello and Quincy. Please welcome, from Vancouver, Washington, number 32, Tule-Su Anderson.
As part of our senior night ceremony here at Massari Arena. Back with more of our halftime right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. And everything I just told you in cue there, Caitlin, just disregard because we got time. Recap this first half. We hope you enjoyed a little bit of that senior ceremony on the radio. We caught 3 of the 5 seniors deal, but on the Stretch internet feed, if you're watching in the RMAC network, we caught all 5 of the senior ceremony there for the Thunderwolves. It was kind of touching indeed. Thunderwolves lead at 40-25 here at the break. They trailed it early on, 1-0 on a technical for an administrative technical against the Thunderwolves. They didn't have the scorebook correct. Second time that's happened this year. 1 out of 2 free throws were good. They fell behind. They got the lead at 2-1. Western took their final lead of the first half at 3-2, but then the Thunderwolves scored 9 in a row. Pretty much controlled things from there on out. Led 22-11 at the end of the first quarter. Pushed it out to 17 at 28-11. But give the Mountaineers credit. They got back into the game. They got within 9 at 32-23. Again within 9 at 34-25, where the Thunderwolves scored the final 6 of the second quarter to lead at 40-25 here at the break. Tule Sue Anderson with 11 points. Molly Rohr with 11 for the Pack. Taylor Long with 8 to lead the way there. Back with the second half. Western State gets the ball first. When we come back after this timeout, Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. 40-25, our halftime score. Thunderwolves on top. Western State gets the ball first. They'll move left to right here as we sit courtside at Massari Arena. Jim Brooks with you tonight. Caitlin Norton, our producer and engineer. Welcome our iHeart Radio listeners here on AM 1350 and the RMAC Television Network. Hello, Gunnison. Love you. Here's a bad pass. Katie Jones gets the steal. To Cunningham, now to Anderson. Anderson will bring it across the timeline. Thunderwolves starting all their seniors here to start this second half, much like they started the game. Here's Anderson. Comes left side to Long. Long starts a drive. In from the left, goes up with the runner. Missed it. And the rebound to Western State to get the outlet pass. Here's Gothard across the timeline on the fly. Fires it into the corner. This is Sturms. Now to Gothard. Gothard will dribble it out top here. Hands the ball off to Coleman. Coleman with 7 points to lead the way for Western State. Here's a backdoor feed, and they throw it into the corner. Driving the baseline. Shot up and good. Tough shot there by Coleman, but she got it up over Cunningham. Makes it 40-27. Thunderwolves by 13. Vallejos brings it across the timeline. Gives it to Cunningham. Tule Sue posting up, turns, faces, backs her way down, goes up with the hook and is decked. And will get to the free throw line to shoot a pair. That was a heavy price to pay to get to the foul line, but Tule Sue comes up with a big grin. And the foul on Coleman is her third, and that'll send Tule Sue to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Anderson, as we mentioned earlier, third on the all-time scoring list, 34 behind Rachel Espinoza coming into the night. So with 12 points now, she's within 22. Most undoubtedly will pass her perhaps Tuesday night, and with a victory Friday night or in the first round of the region, wherever that happens. Second toss good for Anderson. 42-27. Thunderwolves by 15. Here's Gothard on the left wing. Holds the ball in the corner. Gets it outside to Erickson. Now to Sturms. Sturms hands the ball off to Erickson. Dribbles to the right wing. Cut off there. Throws it to the high post. Dalton to the baseline to Erickson. Comes outside and they throw it into the backcourt. This will be a violation on Western State. Mass substitutions here for Western State. They're going to bring a whole different crew in here. It's like a hockey line change here. They're changing the linemen and the defensemen. Thunderwolves make their changes. Rohr and Hine check in now as the two seniors, Jones and Vallejos, come out. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline. Gets rid of it to Hine. Hine on the right side to Anderson. Lobs it to the baseline to Cunningham with the little scoop reverse up and in. She has 7. It's 44-27. Thunderwolves match their biggest lead of the game. Ball to right side. Jimenez with it. Hands the ball off to Brown. Ball knocked away and stolen by Hine. Gets it to Cunningham. Katie will bring it across the timeline as she picked the pocket that time of Haley Vinson. Here's Cunningham up top to Anderson. Now to Rohr. Rohr's popped home a three-pointer in this game. Won't take it here. Goes to Hine down on the block. Back to Rohr. Now to Anderson. Anderson trying to get it to Katie on the block, and the pass goes out of bounds. Never a good idea to throw a bounce pass to the post. This never works. Here's Jimenez bringing it across the timeline. Drives in on the left wing, cut off there. Works around a screen. Right corner of the key, in on Roar. That's a bad play. Gets rid of it. Out top to Vincent. Now gives it to Brown. Onto the right side to Jimenez. Drives the baseline. Spins. Trapped. Reach-in foul on Taylor Long.
Come on, Taylor, be smart.
Foul number 14, Taylor Long, her second.
Foul number 2 on Taylor Long. First team foul of the half. Inbounds pass batted away by Roar to the baseline. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Western State.
Thank you.
And they do change the call. Will be Thunderwolves basketball. Had a quick initial signal was Western State ball, but it was obviously Thunderwolves. Just pointed the wrong way. Here's Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline. Hands it off to Long. Long works around a double high screen to the free throw line. Dips her shoulder in, comes outside to Anderson. Csu fakes, drives it to the free throw line, kicks it outside to Cunningham. Cunningham drives it right down the lane, running left-hander, missed it. And the rebound to Kanzler. Kanzler had to Jimenez onto the right side to Brown. Brown holds it there. Now up top, into the corner.
Jump to the ball, low.
Martinez gets rid of it. They come out top now to Vincent. Vincent down on the block. Triple treamed is Kanzler. Now feeds it into the lane. Jumper no good. And the rebound to Long on the baseline. Has the ball stripped away. Stolen by the Mountaineers. And I can't see a thing. That's a big screen being set. Curtis Lloyd right in front of me. Now they hand the ball off to Jimenez. Down the lane she goes. Dishes off. Ball taken away by Cunningham. She has Long on the right wing. Finds Taylor on the right side. Drives the baseline. Goes into the hoop and draws the foul. Foul on Cara Jackson-Brown. That'll send Long to the free throw line. Senior out of Moreno Valley, California. The reigning RMAC Player of the Week after her effort last week. Free throw is up and good. Long on the year, 89% free throw shooter. Has missed one in this game, so on the year now, 48 out of 55. 49 out of 56. Knopfel in, Long will come out. It's 46-27, Thunderwolves on top. Here's Jimenez on the right side. Hands the ball off. Boy, they switch on that, and Csu almost ran right into a steal attempt there. Brown now just yo-yoing the ball. Comes outside to Martinez. Martinez into the corner to Vincent. Martinez lob it into the paint. Shot blocked by Roar. There's the all-time lead. As Molly Roar is now the all-time leader in block shots for the Thunderwolves. It happens right there with 5:36 to go here in the third quarter. Feed to Hine. Wheels goes up with the right-hand hook. Missed it. And the rebound to Brown. We'll see if the Thunderwolves on the next whistle stop the action here to honor Molly Roar. I'd do it. Here's a plow in. Blocking foul called on Hine. Heavy price to pay for the block. Maybe at the next timeout they'll have a little acknowledgement of Molly Roar becoming the all-time block shot leader in Thunderwolves basketball history. Free throw no good by Jimenez. She'll have one more. Jimenez on the air, 73% free throw shooter. She's out of Madrid, Spain. So I wonder if she goes by Jimenez, like the golfer. I don't know. Too much to keep track of. Here is Knopfel. Knopfel starts a drive, feeds it off now to Vallejos. Vallejos into the corner to Hine. Drives into the paint, skips it left side. Roar's open, 15-footer up and good. Molly Roar with 13, 48-28. She can do it offensively. She can do it defensively. Here's a drive in on the left side. Brown dips her shoulder under, missed it, and the rebound to Hine. Hands it off to Vallejos. Vallejos will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Dribbles to the left wing. Drives the baseline, cut off there, skips it outside to Anderson. Lob it inside to Rohr. Wheels in the paint, right hand hook up, in and out, no good. Heartbreak City there, and a rebound to Vinson.
Right there.
Ahead
Good.
to Jimenez. Jimenez now gives the ball off, up top. Here's Brown with a shot blocked by Hine. Thunderwolves lead the conference in block shots per game, averaging 4 a game, and that's because of Hine and Rohr. Here's a drive inside. They kick it into the corner, faking the jumper, driving into the paint, and a whistle and a foul on the Thunderwolves. Lauren Hine picks up her 4th. Timeout on the court. 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 48-28. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 48-28. Thunderwolves by 20. And looking at the official stat sheet, they have definitely credit Molly with that block shot. So she now is the all-time leader in block shots for the Thunderwolves, passing Katie Neff, the great Katie Neff. 5-second violation on Western State as they're unable to get the ball in. So it's Thunderwolves basketball. Jones and Vallejos in the game again. Cunningham will hand it off to Jones. Jones on the left wing. Now gives it down low to Cunningham. Into the corner. Rohr's open. 3-ball on the way. Got another one. Molly Rohr having a storybook night. A storybook weekend. She has 16. It's 51-28. Might have just talked to her again tonight. Here's Brown driving into the free throw line. Hands the ball off to Martinez. On to the right side to Jimenez. Jimenez working around the screen to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Kicks it into the corner. Long jumper on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound bounce to Jones. Lost it to Cunningham. Always good when you lose it to a teammate. Vallejos now brings it across the timeline. Hands it off to Katie. On to the right side to the other Katie. And up top, Katie Cunningham for 3, and she buries it. Cunningham has 10. It's 54-28. Timeout, Western State. 2:46 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves have opened up a 26-point lead. They lead at 54-28. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 54-28. Thunderwolves on top by 26.
With that last block, Molly Rohr, all-time leading shot blocker, history, Csu-Pueblo women's basketball.
And there's the announcement here in the house to let the fans know that Molly Rohr is indeed the all-time leading eraser in Thunderwolves history. And then she gets the rebound right on cue. Hands the ball off to Vallejos. Vallejos will bring it across the timeline. Into the corner to Knoppel. Knoppel starts to drive to the baseline. Cut off there. Dribbles into the paint. Now reverses, goes up. Running left-hander. Good! What a shot by Jenna Knoppel. 56-28. Thunderwolves have doubled up the Mountaineers here. On the left wing. Now up top to Dalton. Dalton tried to lob it inside, threw it away, tried to get it to Erickson. Here come the reserves for the Thunderwolves. As the starting 5, along with Jenna Knoppel coming out of the game. Katie Jones, the senior, coming out. Vallejos, the senior. Katie Cunningham, the senior, out. Anna Coyne, along with Jade Adams checking in, along with Chandler Bobby. And the backcourt of the future for the Thunderwolves, McGarry and Kaylee Stevens into the game right now for the Packs. All out top to Adams. Adams goes on to the right side to a Coyne. Can't get the 3 off. Now feeds it up top to Stevens. On to the right side to Bobby. Now into the corner to Adams. Adams backs her way down on the baseline. Goes up in traffic. Missed it. And the ball batted away out of bounds.
Returning around here, number 33, T.J. Lawler.
Lee Bobby to trigger it in on the baseline here for the Pack. Lobs it outside. Here's Stevens. Stevens starts a drive in on the left cutoff. Gets it and threw it away. Tried to get it to McGarry. Long feed up ahead. Here is a drive to the hoop by Gothard. Just kicks it into the corner instead. Now outside to Lawler to the baseline. Out of the high post. They come out on the right wing to Coleman. Coleman into the corner to Gothard. Gothard picked up there by McGarry. Now turns the corner. Cut off. Reach-in foul on the Thunderwolves. Foul will be on Kaylee Stevens. So it'll be Gothard to trigger it in on the baseline here for Western State.
Good. Match up, match.
Lobs the ball in, and now we got a foul away from the ball. Offensive foul on Western State. Either that or stepping on the sideline over across the way. Not sure what the call was. Violation against Western State, so it's Thunderwolves basketball. I was working through the old Curtis Lloyd screen on the sideline. Here's Bobby with it. Hands it off to McGarry. They run the weave game out along the perimeter. Nifty dribbling there by McGarry. Hands it off to Adams. Adams, like a freight train, drives in from the right. Don't want to get in the way of the express on the way to the hoop. And the foul on Lawler. So it'll be Jade Adams to the free throw line. 4 of 8 from the stripe this year. First toss up, high arch, off the back iron, and bounces right through there. That's good living right there. Second toss, and that one rims in and out. And the rebound to Sturms. She'll bring it across the timeline. It's 57-28. Thunderwolves on top. Sturms with it. Hands the ball off to Coleman. Coleman starts a drive into the corner. Sturms three-pointer up and good. Chandler Sturms' first field goal of the game. She has 4 points now. It's 57-31. Here's a reach-in foul on Western State.
Foul call on number 10, Tamara Gothard, her second.
And that last shot by Sturms. It's a brand new net here at Massari. They cut down the nets last night. So they'll have to... a lot of pressure on the referee here. She's being booed. There, she did it. Took her 2 tries. Officials take enough abuse. It's tough to be booed for not being able to get the net off the rim. Good sport about it. Has a big grin on her face. 57-31. Thunderwolves on top. Here is Stevens dribbling to the right wing. Hands the ball off to Adams. Adams now to McGarry. 10 seconds on the clock here. McGarry goes to work behind the back dribble. Into the paint. Lost it. Regains it. Ripped that foul on Western State. So that'll send McGarry to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Well, I talked to the former head coach of the Thunderwolves last week, Jim Turgeon. I was up watching his new program up there at DU, and he had great words about Shelby McGarry. He said, this girl can play the game. He thinks she has star potential. We're going to find out next year. Because the point guard of the present, Katie Cunningham, along with guards Long and Anderson, will be gone. She'll be pressed into action. Steps to the line here, 80% on the year, 4 out of 5. She's out of Manitou Springs, Colorado. Went to Manitou Springs High School. She's from Green Mountain Falls. And she hits a pair here. 59-31, 1 second to go. They get the shot off in time, but it banks up no good. End of 3 from Massari Arena. The Thunderwolves lead it 59-31. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Carver Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 6:51 as we head to the fourth quarter. Well, Curtis Lloyd was just giving us a glimpse of what will be the second half of this fourth quarter as he takes the reserves out and puts the starters, or at least the seniors, back in the lineup here for the first little bit of this fourth quarter. Csu-Pueblo down on the block, fouled from behind. Or no. 3-second violation on Csu-Pueblo Anderson. Okay. Ball in the right corner. Coleman with it. Hands the ball, becomes way outside. Backdoor feed on the baseline, missed it, and Cunningham had the rebound, lost it. Now up top to Jimenez, onto the right side. This is Coleman. Starts to drive to the hoop, running right-hander, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thunderwolves. Katie Cunningham, close to a double-double here tonight. 10 points, 9 rebounds. I'd give her a rebound right there. I'd probably give it to the team, although she was closest to it, had her hands on it. We'll see how the official scorer rules it. Here's Long on the wing. Now Katie with it, gives it off to Anderson. Anderson comes left side to Long. Reverses, drives to the baseline, steps back, lobs it outside to Vallejos, fakes the three, drives in on the wing, 3 on the shot clock, takes it all the way to the hoop, missed the layup though. There's Cunningham with the rebound, lost it, loose on the baseline, foul on Western State. There's another rebound I'd give to Katie, but we'll see how it goes. She had it before it was taken away. Here's Vallejos to trigger it in. And the ball deflected away and stolen and then taken right back by Csu-Pueblo into the corner to Vallejos. Oh, look at Katie Cunningham being shoved around in on the block. Turns, faces, drives in. Blocking foul finally called on Katie Dalton. I think they caught her on the 4th foul there on that same play. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. Now to Anderson. She drives it all the way to the hoop. Running right-hander up and in. Anderson with 15. 61-31. All out top. Onto the left side. Jimenez with it. Down on the block. Turning. Facing. Shot. No good by Dalton. There's Katie Cunningham getting that rebound. So it's official. It is a double-double. Back the other way. Here's Jones. Jones drives the baseline. Cut off. Gets the shot off. No good. And the rebound to Western State. Back the other way. Comes Sturms. Down to the baseline. To Dalton. Dalton now to Erickson. Into the corner. Corner to Erickson. 11 on the shot clock. Hands ball up top now to Sturms. 8 on the shot clock to Jimenez. Jimenez to the free throw line. Reach-in foul on Katie Cunningham. Hine and Rohr check in, and Vallejos and Jones come out. Little delay here as they mop up some perspiration on the court. Inbounds pass comes into Gothard. Gothard on the right wing, stops there, goes way out top with it. Now they lob it inside, turning, and a foul on Rohr. That'll send Jaden Kanzler to the free throw line. Kanzler, 63% on the year, 42 out of 67. Her first trip to the stripe tonight. Free throws up and good. Second toss, in and out. Lane violation on the Thunderwolves as Taylor Long stepped into the lane ahead of time. So one more attempt here for Kanzler. And she missed this one. Roar gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham now will work it across the timeline here for the Pack. And a reach-in foul on Western State. A lot of reaching going on here as this game is wore on. Foul is on Lawler. Third foul on Lawler. Here's Roar. Roar on the left side to Anderson. Anderson fakes, drives into the paint, has the ball stripped away. It's loose on the baseline. Cunningham has it. Gets rid of it to Csu-Pueblo for three. Got it. Anderson with 18. 64-32. Here's a drive to the hoop by Gothard. Missed it, and the rebound to Roar. Hands it off to Cunningham.
That's the way to be tough. Now, come on, be tough down here.
Cunningham brings it across the timeline to Roar at the top of the key. Now to Long. Back to Roar. Thought about the three. Nice entry pass to Hine. Missed the hook shot, though. And the rebound to Sturms. Sturms brings it across the timeline.
Good, team.
Holds up into the corner to Gothard. Gothard drives in, wheels, goes up. Reach-in foul on Taylor Long. He'll count the basket. Foul on Taylor Long. A little continuation there for the Mountaineers. And Gothard now has 6, a chance to make it 7 at the free throw line. It's 64-34. Thunderwolves by 30. Gothard 73% on the year, misses the free throw. Hine gets the rebound for the Pack. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Katie will bring it across the timeline. Works around a screen to the top of the key. Holds up there, lobs it inside to Roar. Roar backs her way down, goes up with the left hand, hooked off the back iron, no good. Hine had, look out there, hyperextension of the elbow perhaps. But Hine's all right. They called traveling on Western State. That was weird. As Erickson had the rebound, evidently, and they call her for traveling as she was tied up with Lauren Hine. Hine's arm got stretched at a very painful-looking predicament. But it's good to be young and flexible. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anderson. Dribbles around a screen. To the free throw line, cut off. Offensive foul called on Csu-Pueblo, throwing the elbow. Second foul on Anderson. Inbounds pass to Gothard. Gothard hands it off now. And Brown, and a violation against Western State traveling. So 5:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 64-34. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Now to Anderson. Anderson to Long. Long drives to the right wing. Reverses, now goes in from the right. Tried to get the ball up off the glass. Hit the deck, no call. Back the other way comes Western State. Here's Sturms. Dribbles into the corner. And a reach-in foul on Katie Cunningham. That puts the Thunderwolves over the limit, so it's free throws for Western State. And Chandler Sturms to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Sturms on the year, 68%. Western State is a team, they shoot 71%. Mountaineers have made some strides this year with their ball club. Beat Mesa, their arch rival, on their home court a couple weeks back. They've got some pieces out there they can build around, in particular Katie Dalton on the post. Here's Anderson. Onto the right side to Roar. Roar hands it off to Anderson. In from the right, goes up in traffic, missed the layup, and a foul on Cunningham going over the back.
I agree with that call.
Timeout on the court. 4:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 64-36. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Car to Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. To 36, Thunderwolves on top. It's official. Thunderwolves take on South Dakota Mines here on Tuesday night, first round of the RMAC shootout. And got a couple final. Metro State will be the number 2 seed as they defeat Mines tonight, 67-53. So things starting to fall into place here. At the free throw line, it is Cara Jackson-Brown, 70% on the year. Her first trip to the stripe tonight. First chance to get in the scorebook. Free throw good. For the senior out of Rangeview High School in Denver. I think Rangeview is actually in Aurora, but they list her from Denver. Second toss short, rebound to Long. And then there's a foul in the backcourt here on Western State. Or no, they're going to call the foul on Molly Rohr. Foul called on Molly Rohr. So free throws for Katie Dalton, and she misses. She'll have one more. And hits the second, so 1 out of 2 for Dalton. 7 points in the game. It's 64-38. Thunderwolves on top. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. Goes left side to Long. Long works around a screen to the top of the key. Comes left side to Hine. Lobs it into Rohr. Rohr backs her way down. Goes up left hand. Block foul called on Dalton.
Foul number 32, Katie Dalton, her third.
Third foul on Dalton. That sends Rohr to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Rohr fourth in the conference in free throw shooting, 84% on the year. Gets there more often than any other Thunderwolf, although Tule Sioux has passed her up tonight. Tule Sioux is 6 for 6 from the line tonight. Now has attempted one more than Molly on the year, but they'll be tied after this attempt. One more for Rohr. She has 16 on the evening. Make it up, in and out and in again. 17 for Molly Rohr, and she'll come out of the ball game. Another great effort by the junior out of Cherry Creek High School. Greenwood Village, Colorado. Inbounds pass comes into Gothard. Gothard will bring it across the timeline. 4.5 minutes to go here. It's 65-38. Thunderwolves on top. Men's game to follow. Here's a feed inside, stolen away by Katie Cunningham. Ahead to Anderson. Anderson will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key to the free throw line. Stops, goes up, and drew the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Number 20, Chandler Sturms.
Foul is on Sturms. Free throw up and good.
Back into the owner line, number 1, Caitlin Norton.
This may be the difference for the Thunderwolves this year as we head into the shootout and in the regional. Have a completely healthy Tule Sioux. She misses the second free throw. Remember last year, though, she was pregnant, plus she had that ankle injury in the second half of the year to deal with. 66-38. Here's a feed underneath. Foul on Anderson. And that will send Dalton to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Foul number 32, Caitlin Anderson, her third.
This game's starting to drag a bit here as we get a lot of fouls in this fourth quarter. Free throw up and good by Dalton. 72% on the year. She has 8 points in the game here tonight. Second toss good. 66-40. Thunderwolves by 26. 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Vallejos dribbles to the left wing, hands it off to Jones. Jones dribbles around the screen into the corner to Anderson. Pass a little too. Oh, look out. Tundra and Csu gives Tundra a little pat on the back, a little scratch there. And here comes Gothard bringing it across the timeline. Goes on to the left side to Martinez. Now they work the ball around the perimeter to Brown. On the right side to Gothard. Into the corner. Martinez with it. They work the ball around. Now they go down low. Ball stripped away by Jones. And taken out of there by Cunningham. Good credit to the steal there to Katie Jones as he stripped that thing clean. Up top to Cunningham. Cunningham lobs it inside to Anderson. Posting up. Turns, faces again. Drives to the baseline. Ripped at. Ball is loose. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Thunderwolves. Down to 3:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. Anderson gets the ball into the corner to Jones. And timeout taken by the Thunderwolves. 2:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 66-40. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Carter Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Thunderwolves ball here on the inbounds. Cunningham gets it to Anderson. 2 on the shot clock. Csu launches from downtown. It's off the iron, no good, and the rebound belongs to Gothard. Gothard in from the right. Skips it into the corner. Now out top. Long 3 ball on the way. It's good by Jesse Erickson. Erickson's first basket of the game. Makes it 66-43. Here's Anderson on the left wing. Hands it off to Jones. Jones on the right side to Vallejos. He drives into the paint, stops and pops, and left it short. That's the rebound of the baseline to Martinez. Head to Gothard. Gothard into the corner. Long jumper on the way, air ball. This time foul on over the back on Dalton. And we'll walk down to this end. That means Katie Cunningham will get to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Call number 32, Katie Dalton. Her fourth.
Cunningham. 76% on the year. This is her first trip to the line tonight. Free throws up and good. And Csu Anderson comes out. Fans give her a nice hand. Great night for Csu. We'll talk to her after the ball game. She'll be our Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House star of the game. Cunningham with 12. Another great night for Katie Cunningham, a double-double. She gets a nice ovation. 68-43 is Bobby and McGarry into the game now for the Thunderwolves with 2:05 to play. Stevens will check in here at the next whistle for Wong. Ball on the left side. 3-pointer on the way. It's short. Rebound to Vallejos. Vallejos fires it ahead for Jones. Look out. Ball ends up under the scorer's table just to my right here. And now Long comes out and Stevens in. So all the seniors, with the exception of Vallejos. Vallejos going to get a play out the string here along with Katie Jones. Minute 53 to go. Jones way outside. Gives it off to McGarry. McGarry starts to drive. Goes behind the back of the dribble. Into the corner. Stevens. She launches the jumper. It's good. Haley Stevens. Get used to that the next 3 years. 70-43. Here's a feed underneath, and the bucket is good for Katie Dalton. She has 11. Western State fans get used to that the next 3 years. Here is Stevens, way outside with it. Onto the right wing to Jones. Jones drives the baseline, cut off, fadeaway shot blocked by Dalton. Sent that one packing. Now Chelsea Vallejos will come out. And Jade Adams checking in. Curtis Lloyd with a big hug for Chelsea. Oh, and a technical foul called on Katie Dalton. And that'll be it for Dalton. That's her 5th foul. So that'll send Katie Jones to the free throw line. She probably told Katie Jones how good that block shot was. A little taunting probably is my guess on that technical. Free throw up by Jones is good.
That's Katie Jones, fifth foul. She on.
Second toss, good. And Katie Jones comes out after the free throw. Hannah Coyne checks in. Here's Bobby to trigger it in on the baseline for the Pack. Lobs it into McGarry. McGarry now will go to work. Hands it off to Bobby. Bobby dribbles to the free throw line, down the lane, running left-hander, up off the glass, no good, and that should be traveling. As Gothard got the rebound, and she saw Stevens and shuffled the feet before plowing into her. So 57 seconds to go here. Thunderwolves lead at 72-45. Bobby lobs the inbounds pass outside to McGarry. McGarry comes left side to Bobby. Fakes, drives into the paint, takes it all the way to the hole, running right-hander, up and good for Bobby. 74-45. Ball handing it off to Sturms. Into the corner, long three ball on the way. It's good. Samantha Coleman from downtown has 12. 74-48. Not a bad quarter here by Western State. They've scored 17 here in this fourth quarter. Here's Stevens with it. Gets rid of it to McGarry. McGarry whacked at again and fouled. And the foul will be on Samantha Coleman, and that is her fifth foul. And Jimenez will check in now. Freshman out of Madrid, Spain. So that'll send McGarry to the line. A chance to get some more free throws. 2 for 2 in this game. 6 of 7 now on the year from the stripe, but misses the first. She'll have one more. Stay with us. Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House post-game show comes your way next. Second toss good by McGarry. We'll talk to Tule Sue Anderson and the head coach, Curtis Lloyd. 75-48. And here is offensive foul called on Tamara Gothard, throwing the elbow. Or Tamara, if you rather. I guess she goes by Tamara. It's a very unusual spelling. Inbounds pass comes to McGarry. Onto the right side to Bobby. Thunderbolts can just dribble it out here. Out top now to McGarry. 7 seconds to go. McGarry now will just dribble it over to the sideline. And the ball's stolen away at the end. That'll be a turnover. Ball taken away by Sturms at the end. But it doesn't matter. Thunderbolts win it 75-48. Stay tuned. Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House postgame show on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back. Massari Arena here. Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House postgame show as the Thunderwolves win it. Final score 75-48. Men's game will come up. We'll start about 20 minutes later than usual tonight, plus maybe a little bit more than that because I was going to have the senior night ceremony before the men's game. The women did it at halftime. So we'll have that coming away. We'll have a chat with Curtis Lloyd, the head coach, and our Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House star of the game. It'll be Tule Sue Anderson coming up here shortly. Take another time out here. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. We await our post-game guests here. I don't think they quite realize the pressure of time we're under here tonight. Although we do have the senior night ceremony, so I think we'll be all right getting both our interviews in here in a timely fashion. Thunderwolves win it 75-48. Tule Sue Anderson tonight finishes with 19 points, 2 assists, and a steal. Katie Cunningham, another double-double, though. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. You know, we always go with the sexy score leader, but sometimes maybe you ought to go with Katie sometimes. Another double-double. Just another workmanlike effort, but we'll have talks with her later on through the postseason, I'm sure. But great night for her. I see Curtis Lloyd emerging out of the locker room. Csu will be here shortly. We'll take another time out here. We'll come back. We'll have our guests right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back. Thunderzone Pizza and Tap House post-game show. Still awaiting our guests. They don't realize our sense of urgency over here. I see Csu down in the tunnel across the way. Curtis Lloyd in here talking with, I think, one of the members of the college campus radio. So maybe it's something I said to him last night. He didn't come out and talk to me at the pregame show. He's not making his way over here for the postgame show, so we'll see. We'll hold it here just a little bit longer. Got our men's game to follow. We'll transition into our pregame show. The men's game has a lot on the line here tonight. It's like a playoff game. The winner of this game gets Fort Lewis on Tuesday night. It's plain and simple. Western State wins. They do it by the record. If the Thunderwolves win, it'll go to a three-way tie and the point system. And it will be because the Thunderwolves have more power points, the way they have it in the RMAC manual here. So we're waiting our guests coming down here. We'll see Csu starting to ease her way over. Making their way down the scorer's table here. There we go. You know, I know you guys won a conference title, but I got times, I got deadlines here.
I feel you.
There you go.
No, that's not my fault. Everyone's trying to take pictures. I'm like, I gotta go.
I'm just
like, no, real fast.
I'm just giving you a hard time. You know how it goes. But great effort here in your final regular season game as a Thunderwolf here at Massari Arena. This place has been pretty good to you.
Yeah, it has been. I really can't explain how thankful I am for everybody in the stands being on my side through my entire 4 years, my ups and downs, and just growing as a player and as a person. I can't thank every single group of girls I've played with this 4 years, the 3 coaches that I've had, the assistant coaches. I'm just very thankful and blessed for choosing to come to this program.
Well, you remember when we were down there in Canyon, Texas about 3 years ago, and I talked to you and I said, you know, I don't want to talk to you in about 3 years when you're one of the all-time greats.
Yeah,
and it's worked out.
Yeah,
here we are.
I remember that day like it was yesterday. I think that was my
freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year I had a game high of like 16 points. I was hyped about that. And then I remember talking to you, and I knew that we were going to build a nice relationship. Now I talk to you a lot. So. Yeah,
and then we had changed coaches. You didn't know if you're going to come back, and you decided, you know what? I think I like it. I think I'm going to stay, and I think it was the right move.
Oh yeah, definitely.
3 coaches now.
I know, yeah. Even through all 3 coaches, I just knew that this place is my home, and no matter what, I'm going to be here. I'm just going to fight it through. I'm going to trust whatever process, whatever coach came in, and just play my game. And I'm very thankful for this group of seniors that I'm playing with. I don't know where I would be without them, and I'm just very, very thankful.
Well, I talked to the listeners and the viewers here watching on the RMAC television network here as the game was winding down. I think this might be a little different this year with your ball club. The reason being is you're going to be healthy. Yeah. No problems with the ankle.
Yeah.
Last year you were playing, you were pregnant.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a hindrance to your basketball game. So this year, fully healthy, maybe that'll be a difference maker for the Thunderwolves here in the postseason.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited. Our real journey is just beginning. This regular season has been great. I mean, we had a little hiccup there, actually a couple hiccups.
Right.
But I mean, we got back into it, and we knew that our journey was bigger than those 2 losses, and just this regular season, we know that our journey is just beginning for this postseason. We're ready to host RMAC here, and then wherever regionals is, and get this started.
I'll be there with you.
Nice.
There she is, Csu Anderson, the star of the game. We'll come back. We'll talk to Curtis Lloyd. In fact, we'll talk to Curtis right now. Go ahead.
Oh, yep,
I'm going to run you on out of here because we're pressed for time. We're going to get Curtis in here right now. Come on in, Curtis. No sense wasting time through another commercial break. We might as well get right to the head man in charge. And congratulations. You finished off the regular season in style. A nice victory here tonight.
Thank you very much. That was, with the emotions of everything, I thought they came out and played really, really well.
Well, the seniors who started all them, and everybody performed well. Like we talked about last night, your stars are performing big here late in the season at big times.
Well, and kind of funny because we're still improving at this time.
Right, exactly.
But I agree. We're still trying to come up, and playing at a great time right now, and we definitely need to keep that. But I thought again, it was that defensive effort. We came out, we knew exactly what we had to do, whether it was seniors or whether it was my regular starters. We came out that first 4 minutes and did it. We did it.
Well, I think the thing you're probably hanging your hat on, of course, is defense. But as the years gone on, offensively, it seems like you're working on a few more things, a few more different wrinkles, and this ball club kind of responding to it, and that's what you're going to need to make a special run.
Well, yeah, that's what we're going to need, and that, I right now I have a small window, with this group, and they have to understand that, I'm putting stuff in on the fly, but we tweaked a little bit of our offense, especially for tonight, because if they're going to guard Katie, like that, then we are going to, we're going to post her.
Exactly.
We're going to post her, and do different things, because Molly can step out and shoot the shot. And, we knew that they had a post player that's really, really physical, so we brought her away from the basket, and they're starting to understand the game a little bit more.
Well, now you get just a day off, basically. I don't know, probably practice tomorrow. Get ready for your ball game on Tuesday night. Looks like it's going to be South Dakota Mines coming in, and get ready for the playoffs, get ready for a run.
And that's what we're going to do.
All right, buddy, there he is. Curtis Lloyd, the head coach of the Thunderwolves. Back with more right after this Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Go Thunderwolves!